Hey, this is Steve Lu for Sabado Nights. Welcome to Sabado Nights with Steve Lu, made in North America. Meron lang tayong small gathering dito amongst friends here in the San Fernando Valley. The house of Michael Abad, the drummer of Monarch. And so we're just having amongst friends, and just Glenn Jacinto and some other friends. So it's gonna be a whiskey tasting event, and we're sampling some food by Eric. So I hope you enjoy this episode of Sabado Nights with Steve Lu, made in North America. Here's our gracious hosts, Michael and Ayub Sabad. Thank you for hosting this Sunday's barbecue. All right, welcome to Sabado Nights with Steve Lu. This is a square or a rectangular table discussion about the local FIL-AM music scene dito sa Los Angeles. So kasama natin,
I'm Zosimo. We play Tagalog indie rock sa LA.
Filipino composer, and Mr. Michael Abad over here.
Hi there, Michael Abad. I play drums for Monarch, and I'm also the artist relations manager for the Paco's Place podcast.
Wow, huge, man. And of course, Paul.
Paul Pablo, Photo Op Studio, LA's Rock Scene Media.
Right, great. I've met these guys, last time I was here in 2023, si Paul, bumped into him in Noy Pits, downtown LA.
Right.
Si Mike naman invited me to appear as a guest sa Paco's Place. And I just met Zosimo actually. But actually, we met before. Did we meet before?
I think so, pero very brief.
Pero si Marty ang ano.
Si Marty talaga.
Si Zosimo kasi is a member of
Flowers for Zoe.
Flowers for Zoe, and they recorded at Loud House in Cubao.
Yeah.
So, do you remember what year it was?
Probably 95.
95, imagine yun, tagal na nun.
Yeah.
So anyway, nandito na sila, LA-based sila ngayon, and they want to really promote the Filipino music scene. So, I'm here on a table discussion with them, having a few drinks. Cheers, guys. Cheers. So, let's start with Zosimo. Zos, ano ba na-mention mo sa akin kanina na you have an advocacy and you want to promote original Filipino music,
Yes.
Especially amongst the US-based
Yes.
Filipino community and in general the America.
Yeah. So, when we started playing in 2022, I made it a point talaga to play Tagalog indie rock, original Tagalog indie rock dito sa LA. So, I think that would set us apart from, most of the FIL-AM performers here who karami kasi ng FIL-AMs puro cover ginagawa. And then I think, leaning into our culture na promoting, a Filipino-based language. It doesn't matter if it's Tagalog or Cebuano or Ilocano, as long as it's Philippine-based language. Okay lang yun. So English is fine too. So ang ginagawa namin, I play that type of music para to inspire other Filipino-American bands, musicians na to show them na we can do it here. We can, it's accepted here. We can if you can write music, if you can perform your own music, then let's start doing it right now kasi that will only lead us to promote the Filipino American culture. Part of what we do to promote the original music, Filipino American music, was to produce not really produce, like do shows with other like-minded Filipino American musicians.
Diyan naman papasok si Mr. Michael Abad kasi si Mike naman is venturing into becoming a producer of shows, a promoter, since he is already in marketing music basically. So, what are your aspirations, Mike?
Well, I would like to see a thriving music scene here, specifically in the San Fernando Valley for FIL-AM bands. And then hopefully that extends to the greater Los Angeles area. But my focus for the short term is to support and promote film music for bands based in the San Fernando Valley.
Well, you mentioned that you are the artist relations ano ba, for Paco's Place.
That's correct.
So I know that you have invited local unsigned FIL-AM bands, di ba?
That's correct.
US-based FIL-AM
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
So you're helping in that way, and now you're also producing shows and inviting other ano. But you are the drummer and one of the leaders of the band of Monarch. So at what stage are you guys in now?
Well, the band is fairly new. We're just 2 years old. Just released our first single last March, and we're currently in the process of writing more original music.
Okay.
The goal has always been to write and promote original Filipino music. So,
Yeah, on Zosimo's point nga, di ba? Kasi he was mentioning that a lot of the artists, hindi lang naman sa ano, actually,
Hindi.
kinukwento ko sa kanya kanina, dito sa Pilipinas ngayon, you can play any day of the week and any city, Cainta, Marikina, Caloocan, and there will be a venue for you to play and for you to play original music. And if you check out the Philippine music scene these days, there are so many young bands that are it's amazing.
of different genres, right?
Ibang
different
genres pa, yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, no? So to that point, di ba nga, yung original music.
Correct.
So, what about you, Paul? You seem to be, you have been entrenched in this FIL-AM music scene in Southern California for quite a while.
Yes. Technically, before I started mga 2003, 2005, I was doing FIL-AM Nation or My Gringos back then. So if to those who doesn't know that, we cover shows, lahat ng Ogie Alcacid, Martin Yebera, Side A, you name it.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by cover?
Cover means we do the photos and we do some videos. So we
document
are
press,
like a media that we started way back pa ng mga early 2000s to
Right.
promoting already the music scene. I mean, in a mainstream yung mga side like I said, yung mga anybody that comes from the Philippines that performs in a big stage here, we're there.
Okay.
So that's my Grassroots.
Okay.
And then from there, it got dissolved. So I said I'll do my own, which is the rock scene. The FIL-AM Rock Scene Photo Op Studio was dedicated to the only media that covers Filipino rock scene.
Right.
So I dedicated myself to the bands, especially local Grassroots and also big names.
Yeah.
So I try to be there as much as I can because it's only a one person media. So I don't have a whole gang. It's just me. So
Of the 2 times that I've performed in LA, I've seen Paul there. So he's got a 100% batting average. Do you have any plans or suggestions as how to proliferate this ambition or aspirations that you guys have?
Yeah. Well, ako kasi personally, what I'm doing is, like I'm doing my share to promote the culture by performing,
You mentioned something that I really like, that you reach out to.
Yeah. So one of the things that I did, kasi Zosimo just started like 2 years ago also, like 2022. But last year, Zosimo was performing at LA Public Libraries. So I reached out to the LA Public Library Foundation. Kasi yung mga public libraries, they have a budget for activities in the local libraries, right? So, and then what you have to do is just to apply, just send a proposal for a performance or whatever. If you're an artist or if you do origami or if you do cooking, you can
Parang
propose
pwede rin
them.
Filipino food.
Oo,
Pwede yun.
Filipino food, gano'n. So
Cooking show.
yeah, so I proposed to them, that I can perform original Tagalog indie rock, and some of the songs that we will perform will be songs from the rock opera that I wrote. So the rock opera is about the Philippine Revolution against Spain in 1896. So
Wow,
so
Makabayan Productions.
yeah, so we got in, right? So we got in. So if you got in, you'll be included in that database, and then if a local librarian wanted to, like the programmers for the for the events at the local libraries, they would look out, they would search for activities, right, for their libraries and
Local.
then local so and then if they type in, if they wanted music, lalabas yung pangalan namin. And then fortunately we got siguro like several libraries, like siguro mga at least 8 libraries.
You've done 8 shows?
Yeah, we
Wow.
performed in libraries. Tapos
na-mention mo na may allowance yan, di ba?
it's paid. It's paid. So I think the most fun that we had doing those shows is that we could make noise inside the library. So
Ano yan?
You're allowed to make noise.
Anong oras ang show?
the
After office hours?
No, kasi the libraries in LA are open until
Up to 5, no?
7,
Or 7,
8,
yeah.
sometimes 8.
Oh, okay.
So minsan 7. I think pag summer it's later. So
On your end naman, kasi here we are, we just did the show at the last call.
Yeah.
Zosimo was there. Paul, of course, covered it, and Monarch, and I performed there with the melodies. So, we were talking while I was still in Manila, di ba? And we had a dilemma about doing it in a Filipino joint, di
Yes.
ba? Like, ang ganda ng usapan namin ni Zosimo kanina habang nag-drive eh. So, what is your sentiment about say doing it in a Filipino
Right.
venue?
Well, one of the paradigms that has been long-standing with Filipino bands is that they only have an opportunity to perform their songs in Filipino venues. But I believe in the quality of the music that we can generate, and I believe there is potential for Filipino music, original Filipino music, to be brought to a non-Filipino audience.
Right.
And the proof of concept there was the show we did at the last call. Right? It's a non-Filipino venue, and not only were there Filipinos in the crowd, but there were also non-Filipinos
Right.
that dropped by, saw the show, and enjoyed it.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And what I can offer in this seemingly complex equation is through Paco's Place. We get an opportunity to promote the local artist.
Yeah.
Right.
We can feature the bands or the artists on an episode or two. And on top of the podcast, we can also partner with other local content creators, such as the boys from Exena, Ricky Boy and Ren. They feature FIL-AM indie music, and they review the music every Sundays.
What do you mean they have a podcast?
They have their own podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
And then in addition to that,
We were just at mile 17.
I was about to say that. There's another
uh,
avenue for promotion with the boys, Rusty and Robbie from Mile 17 Studios.
Yeah.
In their studio, the bands get to perform live.
Yes.
And then they record the performance and promote the videos in their Mile 17 Studio YouTube channel.
May mga 17,000 followers na sila.
Yes.
Alam mo ba yun, mile 17?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
I've heard of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what do you do with the photos that you take, and ano ba objective mo dyan? Ano ang...
Number 1, I keep them.
Oh,
So
that's
please,
quite-
producers, hire me.
Okay. Right.
So you can get full access for all of it. Anyways,
Meron bang porn dyan? O Walang lascivious? Walang lewd lascivious?
no. When I do
All music related.
all music related, photo op studio is all music related. Like I said, I started doing reels.
Right.
Because I need to learn how to do vertical. I'm old school, so alam mo na
By reels,
we're
we-
used to the
Panoramic.
YouTube format,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they started doing the
verticals,
the
yeah.
verticals. So I did that on your show. Just a quick
Yeah.
recap. Which is
Oh, yeah,
not too
examples,
long. So I'm trying to get into the groove. So
Right.
I'm kind of slow.
You're trying to get
I'm a late
updated.
bloomer.
Yeah.
I'm a late bloomer when it comes to videos because I always do photos. So and then I do interviews as well. If you happen to see my YouTube Photo Op Studio interviews, I'm doing Grassroots interview. I've been doing a lot of old school mga bands. I interviewed them way back nung hindi pa uso ang HD camera.
And tonight, I'm going to be interviewed by my newfound friend, Paul.
How you doing?
Photo Ops.
Photo Ops Studio, LA's Rock Scene Media.
All right.
There you
So
go.
here we are. We're talking about the local Filipino bands, di ba? I wanted to share with you na parang I think all these big names,
Right.
especially rock music or OPM. I wonder if it generates any motivation or energy towards your campaigns.
It is in a sense kasi like these reunions or anybody that comes here kasi nagre-reminisce tayo sa mga music nila.
Right.
Especially these two bands na nag-reunion that these are
Huge bands.
Man, this is the pillars of music ng generation natin.
90s Pinoy.
Yeah, ng generation natin. So they're greatly missed and even lahat naman halos ng mga musicians na kakilala ko nandun eh.
Exactly.
I mean, this is all about the bands na like River Maya, Razorheads. It's all them.
Yeah.
We are just a supporting factor sa backside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To add to what Paul has mentioned, from a band's perspective, the recent concerts, the recent shows of the Heads and River Maya provided local bands with some aspiration,
Yeah.
because these
Icons.
legendary bands
Yeah.
perform in pretty good venues.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Wow,
correct me if I'm wrong, but
the
River Maya,
theater
I
is
think
like,
is the first.
wow.
Yeah.
River Maya, I think, is the first Filipino act to perform at the Greek Theater.
At the
And-
5,900
Yeah.
seat
Yeah.
capacity.
How many?
5,900 seat capacity.
Yes, which shows
But
that
the venue alone is, di ba?
Oh, yeah, hindi pa lang yun.
which shows the potential of Filipino music, diba? If marketed properly, if promoted properly,
There you go.
And
organized
supported.
and
yeah.
supported properly, there will be a good turnout.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, to your point,
Yeah.
di ba? Oh.
Kasi we already have the talent here. There's no doubt. That,
Nandito
we
There's
have
a lot,
overflowing
yeah.
talent in LA or in the US, Filipino American talent. So if we could only have the same enthusiasm and the same the same support as as we do give yung mga imported
Yeah.
bands, di ba? Imported na nasa
Right,
kanila kasi
right.
madalas sila
Right.
dito. But this is what I always tell people, yung how do you define Filipino American music, di ba? I'm Filipino, I'm also American, and I make music. What I make is Filipino American music. So kahit na anong language siya, kahit na instrumental siya, that's Filipino American music. Kahit na anong genre siya, kahit na nagra-rap ako, kahit na pop yung kinakanta ko, Filipino American music pa rin siya. Kasi that's where we are. We're here, right? So whatever we create, that's our music, that's our culture. So and it keeps evolving, but like if we only support it, I think we could reach, like we can do more, right? We can do more to support.
Yeah.
Well,
Right now, Zosimo is producing an album, so of course originals. Yeah. But I already have the singles on all the major streaming platforms. It's Zosimo with, instead of an I, it's an exclamation mark. So Zosimo. This year alone, we already performed at in the Eclectic Festival in South Pasadena. We also performed in FPAC. So
Yes.
and then we also play smaller venues like mga maliliit na mga bookshops in Highland Park. So like those things. So it's as much as we can. That's what we do. So I'm promoting that. I'm promoting us, and I'm promoting also the culture. And I'm also having we're also working on doing a rock opera, which is an adaptation of the rock opera that we produced in the 90s.
Ayan. So that's Zosimo. Ikaw naman, Mike. Ano naman ang-
Well, for Monarch, we'll be hibernating from performing for a few months because we want to focus on writing original music. There's about 6 to 8 songs in various stages of completion that we'd like to wrap
Did
up.
you mean
and
that
record.
you have concepts of a song?
Everything from
Concepts of a plan.
everything from finished songs. Just need lyrics to sketches and ideas. Chorus here, a verse there.
Right.
So the idea is to spend the next few months finishing the songs, and then go to studio and record them.
Yes.
And the intent is by Q1 of next year, there'll be new music from Monarch, and then we'll hit the clubs again. Hopefully with Zosimo.
So, Paul, what do you think? What do you think is the future of this of these artists right here?
It's thriving. It's still getting bigger. You know.
But wait. You mentioned that you've been doing this since 2005. What is the difference between 2005 and 20 years later, 2024?
It's more bands. You know,
There are more
the
bands.
pandemic actually kind of shrinked it down, but people are started to, you know, like
Come out.
again, like how I met him after the pandemic. So,
Yeah.
so I'm glad we're back on track. And ako naman, I'm there until supporting the film scene since, like I said, since 2005. I'm one of the few who's been there from the beginning. So until when I can serve, I'll do it.
Let's make a book.
You know?
Publish a book.
coffee table.
Yeah, coffee table.
Once I organize something,
Tulungan ka namin.
Once I organize something, it's there. And then I'm happy
Yeah.
kasi some of the artists na mga nag-break up na gano, and when they go back to my Facebook page and see the album way back when, they would see their pictures and they're saying, "Oh my God, you still have this?" I said, "Hey, it's there for you guys, you know. Even the videos at photo ops, you know." So please continue to support me as well. I'm a one-man person, just trying to survive. Again, photo, OPS, and studio in one word.
All right. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Paul Pablo, Michael Abad, and Zosimo. This is Steve Blue for Sabado Nights. Thank you for joining us. Rock and roll!
Roll.